Hey there everyone, Juan Romero here from Switchwatch. Great day today. We've got a collaboration video for you today. Who doesn't like free games? Along with Irene from Ircha Gaming, we're going to take a look at 10 of our favorite free games that you can download for free and play on your Nintendo Switch. Irene, take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm so happy to be invited by Switchwatch to come over to their channel and talk about some free games on the Nintendo Switch. Now I'm going to tell you about 5 games on the Switch that I have played the most that are free. Starting off with Vigor, a 2018 game by Bohemia Interactive set in Norway. Now this is a free online game. It is a survival shooter game. Vigor is a game about upgrading your shelter, and you have to collect resources to do so, while also surviving against other players on several huge maps. You can collect trolls and lighters, and you can use workbenches and collect a bunch of cosmetics. Now this game has in-game microtransactions, but you don't have to purchase anything. So this is a free game. I recommend that you try it on the Switch. It doesn't perform the best on the Switch, but it is really fun in the gameplay. I have forced some of my friends to play this with me. Not very lucky on that part though, but I find it enjoyable, and it is free, and it is one of the free games that I play the most on my Switch. And it is set in Norway, which is funny. You know, I am Norwegian, and there are Norwegian words in this game. There's like trolls and stuff. So I mean, it really appealed to me though. But it is a good game. I recommend that you at least try it out. It costs nothing to try it out. Check out Vigor.
A great start there, Irene. I'm going to start off with a game that I've sunk many hours into. Free to play now. It's Rocket League. Yes, it's free to play. Unbelievable. Football or soccer for our American friends with cars sounds like it shouldn't work. But boy oh boy, is this an addictive and very fun game indeed, especially if you can play with some of your own friends. It will take many hours to master and control the ball though, let alone pass it and shoot it well. But once you learn how to time everything, it's super satisfying. Making a save to save the team at the last minute or scoring the winner with your car flying mid-air has never felt so awesome. Be warned, this game will consume you for many hours, but there's so much fun to be had here. Irene, what's next?
Now my next game is DC Universe Online. This is also a free-to-play action combat MMO game. It is actually from 2011 by Dimensional Ink Games, and it is set in the universe of DC Comics. I find this game to be such an underrated game. I haven't seen many people talk about this, but it is free, and it is on the Switch, and it runs well. And it has a fun gameplay loop. You can customize your own character, be good or evil, and I recommend that you choose flying as your skill. So much fun to fly around in this world. This game is huge, so you can just fly around in big open worlds and do a bunch of quests, upgrade your equipment, and play with others. It is an MMO game, and it's incredible that this is free, I have to say. I highly recommend that you at least check this out. So much fun.
Great pick there, Irene, with DC Universe. Certainly a lot of fun can be had with that one. But if you like Monster Hunter games like I do, then there's nothing better than a free-to-play game called Dauntless. Sure, it follows a familiar loop in that you have to slay monsters and harvest them to get better equipment. Now, while you don't level up per se, the better the armor you have, the bigger and harder monsters you can take on. Now, you can play this with friends, and if you're playing solo, the game will matchmake you with others so you can take down the behemoths as a team. My only issue here was the dips in frame rate, unfortunately, at times, but that still didn't distract me from a game that I sunk many hours into, which surprised me. It had caught me by surprise as to how much I enjoyed it. As it was free, I didn't expect much, but in the end, it was well worthwhile, so definitely recommended.
Now my next game is Warface. This is definitely my most played free game on the Switch, hands down. I've had my obsessed times with this game. It's maybe also my favorite free Switch game. This is a first-person shooter game from 2013 by Crytek. It is addicting and fun and has great gyro controls. And this one I have absolutely forced all of my Switch-owning friends to play with me. This I was successful in. I played this together with Neighbor Gaming and Neighbor Stefan, which is, you know, my neighbors. In this game you match up with other players in co-op missions. I don't play PvP, but this game has co-op missions where you know, play together to fight enemies in the game together. My most played free Switch game. This one I highly recommend. Out of all of the games, this is the one that I recommend the most, Warface. It just did something for me. Very addicting. I play with gyros. Highly recommend Warface.
I think a lot of people will love Warface. My next pick though is Ninjala, a game that over time has got better and better. I think for a free-to-play game, it has something rather compelling about it. You can easily be won over by the great soundtrack and the addicting gameplay on offer here. Here you take part in battle royale matches where up to 8 players vie for supremacy by taking each other out, obtaining items and destroying drones, to name but a few. You can play 4v4 too if that's more of your thing. Here you get to use ninja gum to blow bubbles at your foes. Now, if you've not tried it yet, then give it a go, as I do think it may surprise you.
Now my next game is Fallout Shelter. Maybe you have played this before, maybe you haven't, but now is the time. This is also an addicting game. It is a shelter simulation game from 2015 by Bethesda Softworks, and I find it to be best played in handheld mode, using the touchscreen. In this game, you build and expand and upgrade your underground base with workstations for the dwellers and keep them alive and well against the outside world, is basically the premise of the game. And you expand your shelter, and you can also make them have lots of babies, which I did. My shelter is totally a baby-making shelter. It is a fun and addicting game also. Highly recommend also.
Now my next pick may be an oldie, but I still think Asphalt 9 is a great racing game on the Nintendo Switch. An absolute winner, especially for free. There's over 90 cars, solo and multiplayer events, and even split screen for those of you that like a bit of local multiplayer racing. There's also plenty of tracks here too. It's one of those games that once you begin, you'll invest many hours into, and for free, you cannot go wrong. An absolute gem.
Now my 5th most played free Switch game would actually have to be Pokémon Quest. It's not the best game in the world or anything, but it was an addiction. It is also one of the first free games that I played a ton on the Switch. It is an on-rail fighting game. You don't control these Pokémon. They move on a sort of rail, sort of. But you can select their moves and you fight against small hordes of other Pokémon. If that makes sense though. You can choose your Pokémon party and aid them through missions on a map, have them level up and evolve, collect them all, cook equipment for them, and progress the game and be strong. This is a 2018 game by Game Freak. I had a lot of fun with this game. It's a small, cute game, and if you like Pokémon, the collecting aspect of it will be appealing to you. Now, thank you so much, Switchwatch, for having me. I'm gonna make sure to invite you over on my channel soon, too. I'll see you around.
Thank you so much, Irene. My last pick of the day is Rogue Company, a great game that you can play for free on the Nintendo Switch. All rogues can be unlocked for free with additional rewards just by playing the game. You can also play cross-platform with your friends if they own another console. It's a third-person tactical shooter where you get to defeat the enemy team in action-based game modes. Games can take part in either 4v4 or 6v6 modes, controlling point and king of the hill, strikeout where you fight to survive, or demolition where you're required to defuse bombs. For those that are more competitive, you can join the ranked matches. There are different ways to approach matches, and after each, you will earn cash to spend in the store to purchase some nice new weapons. A great free game. I want to thank Irene from Ircha Gaming for coming on the channel today. We had a lot of fun working on this video for you, ladies and gentlemen. I really do recommend heading over to her channel, Ircha Gaming, and checking it out. She does a lot of great videos on the Nintendo Switch, and if you enjoyed this one, please leave us a comment down below letting us know who you think picked the best 5 games. Very simple, leave an emoji for myself, a Spanish flag emoji, and for Irene, a Norwegian one. And we will identify who won in this video. Also leave us a comment down below if you enjoyed this collaboration and if you want to see more in the future, because we certainly do enjoy them. So if you enjoyed it, we'll make a lot more effort to make videos like this one. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for more videos like this, and that bell notification so we can notify you when our next video goes live. I want to thank all of our members, subscribers, and if you're still watching, you're absolute legends. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.